Despite steak being a relatively simple meal to prepare at home, there are several things that can go wrong, so carrying out the right preparation is key. And according to Gordon Ramsay, this begins before you even start cooking the meat. The celebrity chef has revealed his ultimate tips for cooking the perfect steak, and a lot of the flavor relies on one pre-pan trick that everyone should do in order to get the best results. The Mirror reports that the tips were shared in a YouTube video titled Gordon Ramsay's Ultimate Cookery Course, How to Cook the Perfect Steak, and it was shared by Hotter Books. The short clip involves Gordon telling viewers how to cook a rare to medium steak correctly every time, and it begins before you even turn the heat on. He says it's crucial to take the steak out of the fridge 20 minutes before cooking, because if not, you'll likely end up overcooking the outside with the middle taking longer to warm up. This will often result in the steak being unpleasant and tough to eat. After letting the steak rest for 20 minutes, the next step is to season it with salt and pepper, allowing the meat to mop up the seasoning. It's important to be generous with this, as around 30% of the seasoning is lost during the cooking process. When it comes to actually cooking the steak, a hot pan is required, and when it's started to smoke, add some olive oil and spread it around the pan. This will stop the steak from burning, and ensure that it's being seared rather than boiled. One key thing to remember once the steak is in the pan is to lay it away from you, according to Gordon, so you aren't burned by any spattering oil. In the video, the meat starts to sizzle, which he says is what should be happening. Then, he lets the meat sear for 30 seconds before turning it over with a pair of tongs to sear off any fatty edges. Join the Daily Record WhatsApp community. Get the latest news sent straight to your messages by joining our WhatsApp community today. You'll receive daily updates on breaking news as well as the top headlines across Scotland. No one will be able to see who is signed up, and no one can send messages except the Daily Record team. All you have to do is click here if you're on mobile, select Join Community and you're in. If you're on a desktop, simply scan the QR code above with your phone and click Join Community. We also treat our community members to special offers, promotions, and adverts from us and our partners. If you don't like our community, you can check out anytime you like. To leave our community, click on the name at the top of your screen and choose Exit Group. If you're curious, you can read our privacy notice. For some really nice flavor, you can also add in some herbs or other extras while you're cooking the steak. As an example, Gordon added crushed garlic cloves along with some thyme, continuing to cook the meat by flipping it every minute. Finally, the chef added a knob of butter to the pan and allowed it to spread over the top of the meat, which he says gives it a completely different flavor. After doing this a few times and brushing the garlic on top, he took the pan off the heat and sliced the steak on a chopping board, showing that it was in fact the perfect rare to medium steak.